What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the debut album from the band Abhorrent Castigation, entitled Throne of Existential Abandonment. This is released on New Standard Elite. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Germany, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very gritty, rough, and brutal style of death metal with some very, very unique lyrical content and songwriting aspects. This has been a band that I've been interested in for the last couple of years. If I'm not mistaken, their singer contacted me on YouTube a long while ago, letting me know of a demo that they had come out with. I believe the demo was called Enthralled by Abysmal Delusion. Now, I decided to give this demo a listen, and from what I had heard, I was really, really impressed. I really appreciated the old school thoughts, vibes, and ideas that this band had to offer. And the fact that they aren't your typical run-of-the-mill brutal death metal band that relies solely on gory lyrics and shock value. There's a lot more intelligence to this band than meets the eye. And I was really stoked to hear this band's future. Now, I was anxious to hear if they were going to put out a full-length album. And once I found out that they were going to put out a full-length album, and as to who they signed with, and for the fact that they're going to have a bit of a full lineup intact, I was really pumped. I wanted to know how they would evolve from the demo till now. So now we have their debut full-length entitled Throne of Existential Abandonment. It's 10 tracks, and it clocks in at around 41 minutes in length. And honestly, from the demo to now, this is a huge turnaround for them. And honestly, if you're into brutal death metal of the old school variety, this is definitely a band to be keeping your eyes out on. There is so much potential to be had here. Wow. This has exceeded my expectations, and I'm very excited for this band's future post this album. The guitar riff work on here is just flooring. I just love the heaviness of the riffs that are on here. I mean, you hear it upon the first 3 tracks that are on here, Corrupted at Birth, Preachers of Death, and The Empty Throne. I mean, just the guitar work on those tracks are just sensational. Just the tone, the heaviness of the guitar just really sounds incredible. It isn't a guitar performance that's meant to be over the top. It just feels like a natural kind of guitar riff driven performance, and it's like that throughout the entire album, and it's really heavy. I'm almost picking up a South American brutal death metal influence in certain instances, all like the Colombian bands like I want to say Internal Suffering. I can pick up some vibes from that band within the guitar tone of this album. It's really sick. The bass guitar is even sicker. It is incredibly dominant within this album's mix. It almost has a bit of a technical sort of vibe in certain instances. You hear the bass lick go off. You can hear it rumble within this album's style and production. But then you get just those small little instances of bass guitar playing that sound really smooth and technical. I love the way this bass guitar is handled here. It definitely makes a difference for this album's sound and style, and I think it's absolutely amazing. Moving on to the drums, Lille from Defeated Sanity is on the kit for this album, and it's not too long ago that I reviewed something that he played drums on. I did the Twitch of the Death Nerve review, and he played drums for that album. But as far as Abhorrent Castigation is concerned, the drum work that he displays on this album is just absolutely top-notch and proves why he is one of the best of the genre. I mean, just the fast blast beats, the quick rolls and fills, the gravities, just so much variation and variety that he brings to the table here, and it is just absolutely sensational. He doesn't miss a beat. He definitely brings his A game here for the drum work, and I'm really loving the pace that he brings to this album. Definitely the faster and more mid-paced moments shine a lot on this album, and I really think it's fantastic. And moving on to the vocals, I knew of Al to be a really good vocalist, but I never knew that he could be this good here. And he definitely showcases why he has a potential to be an incredible vocalist for brutal death metal. I mean, he's got a really ugly, almost disgorge-esque quality in his voice. I mean, really guttural, very nasty sounding, almost vomitous at times. His mid-range gutturals sound really awesome. His lower range sounds really, really good too. Just his vocal delivery is awesome. And the lyrical content is something to behold as well, because, like I think I've said this already, but they're not one of those bands that rely on shock value and blood and guts and gore and all of that to get their lyrical content across. I mean, they have an almost philosophical, atheistic sort of approach when it comes to their lyrical content. It's really, really fantastic. I mean, naturalistic transcendence, doctrine of perversity, even the closing track, A Walking Bastion of Blasphemy. Just some really, really great lyrical content going on here, and definitely something to make you think while you bang your head. I mean, this is just some really, really smart lyric and songwriting going on here. So overall, this is a band to be on the lookout for, regardless of what it is, whatever they decide to do. You should definitely be more up to date with what Abhorrent Castigation does. This band has a lot of potential to go around, and I'm optimistic for this band's future. Hopefully more people will get an opportunity to listen to them. So this is a debut for the books. Really, really great stuff. So if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say Corrupted at Birth, The Empty Throne, Naturalistic Transcendence, Prometheus, and Triumvirate of Evil. Really, really great tracks. I'm going to leave you some links in the description box as to how you can get a hold of this album and listen to it. I will leave you a link to the Bandcamp page for this band, where you can currently stream it in its entirety, hear it for yourself, and be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. You can buy it digitally there, and it is available both domestically in North America through New Standard Elite, and internationally through the band directly. I will link you to both web stores so you can purchase the album from either region you happen to be from. And also, they are giving away the album for a free download. I believe the band posted it themselves. It is a band-approved download, so if that's your sort of thing, definitely do it directly from the band. So, again, the album is Throne of Existential Abandonment by Abhorrent Castigation. This is released on New Standard Elite. Definitely support this band, and I'm going to give this a very solid 8.5 out of 10. Brutal death metal that has a lot of intelligence and depth to it. Support Abhorrent Castigation. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for joining my channel. And until the next time, Army Ho out.